don't know what's going on today because I reacted to a Joe Rogan podcast. No, that was Sean Ryan's. My bad. This is Joe Rogan right here. I reacted to a Sean Ryan podcast about the MS-13. I don't know what's going on today. I'm a little indulged and interested in podcasts right now. And this one is talking about Antarctica. Do your homework on Antarctica. Me personally, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I think everything that you see and everything is real. Do your homework. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Okay, if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. I ain't gonna lie, I just went in the backyard, did my workout for the day. Just like a little tired, hit me one. I had one, that's it. Kind of like a little tired, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? A little fried, but we're gonna get through it. Now, Antarctica. Like, comment, subscribe, all my links in the bio. I'm gonna put my Instagram on the screen. So, yeah, go follow my Instagram, go follow my TikTok. Go do all that for me, gang. Go do all that for me, gang. I'm about to get into this video. I'm gonna hold that up no more. I know my intro is a little different. But I don't say it gotta be different no more.
Video, Joe talks about Antarctica. Check it out.
And I know I have not posted a game footage video. Somebody hit me in my DMs yesterday. I said, what a game and stuff at. I'm like, damn. See, the thing is, I don't have like a real computer monitor set up. I'm just off an iPad game. So, well, you know how you play the game. I'm playing back here, gang. I can't lock in like that. It's irritating. Unless I react to gaming stuff, I can find like a way. You're gonna figure it out.
One of the things I find
involving
most
gaming, I can
striking
just
is the
react to
presence
it, watch
of
it, post on my
Antarctica
gamer channel
on
until I
ancient
get a monitor.
maps, because we didn't discover it until 1820, and yet it's on maps drawn in the 1500s with great detail, which.
Oh snap! So this is the real map. See, me personally, we see. Look, you don't want to go down my map. You don't want to go down this rabbit hole. Because like this is what the map looked like back in like 1500s. So I'm telling you, bro, everything. I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole. I ain't gonna say what I want to say. But this is generally what the map looks like compared to when you go on the phone. You can scroll around the world. Like it's not what the map looks like, gang. But yeah, we just gonna watch the video.
Again, we're based on much older source maps that have now been lost to us. The astonishing thing is the so-called Pinkerton world map. I don't know if you can find it, Jamie. Drawn, I think, in 1813 or 1818, based on the latest exploration data at that time. And where Antarctica is, yeah, that one. Keep going right. That one.
Let me see. Okay. So this is back in like he said 1818. So the map we got now, I want to say, because like it's not, bro.
That one you got up at the top there. It just shows a hole where Antarctica is. Because it was an honest map. Nobody had found it by then. But if you go back to, for example, the Wolsey-Muller world map drawn in 1530 or thereabouts, you find Antarctica is present.
Though Antarctica was not officially discovered until 1820, Orontius Phineas' 1531 map depicts it with remarkable detail. Proponents argue it was based on lost ancient maps.
If you can find Wolsey-Muller world map, it would be worth taking a look at.
See, this stuff gets
Orontius
deep.
Phineas, go for it.
This stuff gets so deep because the world is bigger than the map we see. It's more to it. It's not just what we see on our map. When you scroll, because first of all, the world is not freaking round, gang. You're a freaking fool. Goddamn. Everything you go to this thing right here, right? You zoom out, you can scroll on the world. Bro, that's so stupid. If you really believe that, the stupidity in your mind. Bro, the world is so much, you can't even fathom how big this world is, gang. Can't even fathom. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's deep.
Orontius, Oronteus, Phineas, Finnaeus, the Orontius Phineas map. That map shows Antarctica exactly where it should be, and it shows it. There we go, right-hand side. There's Antarctica at the tip of South America, just south of South Africa.
And what did they call it back then?
Well, they call it the Southern Land. and it's larger than it is today, but it was larger than it is today during the Ice Age. Antarctica was a much bigger. Now, what the fuck is it doing on a map drawn in the 1500s, which we know was based on older source maps when nobody knew it existed in the 1500s? To me, the obvious answer is we are dealing with the fingerprints of the lost civilization that mapped the world and that left evidence of that mapping.
Antarctica wasn't officially discovered until 1820, and yet there it is, on a map drawn 3 centuries earlier. Accurate, detailed, unmistakable. Not a frozen wasteland, but a rocky, ice-free shoreline.
So tell me what was weird about Antarctica.
King Kong over
There's
there.
nothing there. So if you want to go see the emperor penguins or all of the wildlife that is available, you can't go to the interior of Antarctica, which is where we were. We were at a...
Wow! Jeez!
So I thought that...
Bro. What the Bro, like, what? Look like I know they're in the sky, but this looks crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, this looks crazy. This looks damn near unbelievable. They literally on, like, the other side of the world. Like, no matter.
This was going to be the coolest jump that I'd ever done. And what I will say is it's probably the coolest location, just what went into being involved in that, because we were there for a week. We did our first jump the day after we got there, and then we did the final jump the day that we left. But it's a camp. The company called ALE, Antarctic Logistics and Exploration. It's one of the partners is Mike McDowell, and awesome Australian family. His son is out there, Tim's out there working with him, and it's a full-on camp. Like, Alex Honnold had passed through shortly after we had left there. He was climbing Mount Vincent, which is the largest mountain in Antarctica.
Mount Vincent is the highest mountain in Antarctica, rising to an elevation of 4,892 meters. It is part of the Seven Summits and is situated roughly 1,200 kilometers from the South Pole.
Crazy group. So fully set up, like library, indoor packing area for us to do our parachutes, bathrooms, showers, really nice tents. Will Smith was there earlier. That like people were passing. Yeah, if you're gonna.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Will Smith was. Will Smith was there. Chill out, twin. Even the sun looks different. Look like it's closer. Dang. So like, what's past? Okay. Now the question is, what's past Antarctica? What's past that? Is there anything past that? I feel like you got to go deeper in the water or something.
Film, from my understanding, if you're going to do like a high-end film project, you basically work your way through that. It's fully established. There's a blue ice runway. We flew in on a 757.
What's a blue ice runway?
A runway made of like blue ice. The runway you land on is straight fucking ice. There is lights on it. It's crazy. It's a chartered 757 through Icelandic Air. Yeah.
Holy shit! You just land on ice?
Straight up blue ice. It wasn't that like a deep dark blue. Yeah, that's the Russian. So if you look in front of that aircraft, that's what it is.
What the fuck?
So that's the Russian plane, which that actually landed while we were there. I got a killer GoPro shot. That's the camp, third row down. The little yep, that's it right there.
Airports in Antarctica often use natural blue ice or compacted snow surfaces to support heavy-wheeled aircraft. Isn't that crazy?
And that's basically what it looked like when we were there too. They had.
Now, is that a camp set up for scientists?
No. So there at the South Pole, there is a bunch of, from my understanding, like pure science going on there, funded by governments. This is straight up kind of
Those walruses on, bro.
tourism. I mean, you can go there and just hang out at camp. You can go see glaciers. Yeah, I mean, this is at one of the other. They have remote camps as well. They have like a crazy. Like very high end camp, like there's tents like that. Those are the tents we were staying in right there. That one that's hovering over there. Those are the kind of tents that we were staying in.
Whoa!
But it's on an ice field. There's no insects. There's no wildlife. The sun doesn't go down, and
how much food do they have up there?
as much as you could possibly want. They had a full like dining facility. The setup there is unbelievable.
Damn.
You can go in and get food anytime you want to. They're doing like. They'll have a presentation every night.
Signed in 1959, declares the entire continent.
The Arctic Treaty was signed in 1959. The Arctic Treaty. They have like what are we signing the Arctic Treaty for? What is even an Arctic Treaty? Like they need to chill. They just wanna. I'm telling you, these folks is fine. They ain't even bro. mad. Bro, these folks just do stuff and they sign off bills, the Arctic Treaty, and all this other goofy stuff. Like, dude, you need to relax, buddy.
And south of 60 degrees south latitude, a scientific reserve. No one can enter there without permission. Is there something hidden there?
Yes.
High-end, like, National Geographic
Godzilla's
photographer.
over there, bro.
All sorts of crazy motherfuckers pass through there. Like, I'm just going to walk to the South Pole, and they'll come back in subsequent years and give talks on, you know, where they went and how they avoided these crevasses, which I had no fear of until I went to Antarctica and got the brief on crevasses, which is just, you're dead. They'll never find you again. And the camp is, of course, surrounded by them.
So how deep are they?
Hundreds of feet deep. If depending on the ones that you get into, it's just from the shifting and moving ice. And if
Sometimes people just fall into them.
I don't think. Oh yeah, this is a guy who fell into one skiing. This is making its rounds on the old internet.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, I mean, so you can't even see the bottom. He stops himself.
Hey, bro, imagine you being stranded in Antarctica, gang. This is insane. Like, what if all Godzilla is under here? I'm telling you that right now. King Kong is under this. Let this ice melt, or we gonna find out. Let this ice melt, we gonna find out. I ain't gonna lie, cause I don't know, bro. That's how my mind think. Something over here, gang. That's why there's all these scientists gonna. It's like in the movies. They put scientists over here. Their job is to discover all the stuff, get tests, go out and look for stuff. They're gonna come across goddamn Godzilla. They're gonna freeze them. They're gonna run experiments on them. I'm telling you, one day, it's just gonna be that one day. It's gonna be just natural disaster. We're cooked. Bro, be homework.
This guy self-arrests.
Oh fuck!
But can you? I mean, like, who knows how much farther down that?
How did he get back out?
He might have self-rescued, or he could have.
Self-rescued is a terrible fucking phrase.
Crevasses are extremely dangerous, life-threatening hazards in mountaineering, with risks including fatal falls, severe trauma, and rapid hypothermia.
Yeah, but it's
Imagine
also
falling
actually
in
pretty
that shit.
important to be
able
able
to.
to
I'm
at all times,
claustrophobic.
whatever it is that you are actually doing in your life.
Do those guys ski like that with an ice pick?
I don't think they ski with an ice pick, but I think, and I don't do this type of skiing, but you know, the bottoms of their poles are sharp as well. So depending what they need to climb out of, they might have crampons in their backpack. I'm assuming that the person had like a full backcountry kit with them.
God, what do you do? Do you leave the skis behind? Do you drop them and try to save your ass, or do you try to come up with the skis? Because if you don't have the skis, you're kind of fucked.
Well, if they're smart, they're going to have a GPS communicator of some kind. Like
Yeah.
in the modern era, if you go out into the backcountry of any kind and don't have the ability to communicate, you're a fucking idiot. Like the barriers to entry is a couple $100, and you can talk to people. Maybe only text, but you can hit a button and legitimately people will come get you. I would say it depends on the situation that you're in. I think priority should be self-rescue. If you can,
Yeah, he was able to get out using ice cleats and a piece of rope from his
Tell you this right now. I'm stuck in Antarctica. Let me get a good picture of Antarctica. Hold up.
friends.
Ice cleats are detachable traction devices featuring metal studs or spikes on a rubber harness that fasten over shoes or boots.
Just like in the Call of Duty mission, like I think like Modern Warfare, like back in the day, Modern Warfare 2. What is one of the Modern Warfares? Well, yeah, that mission where we had to climb on the ice. That's what these are. Bro, doing homework. That's what these are. That's what those are used for.
Boots to prevent slipping on snow and ice.
so he was smartly not out there by himself, so they probably saw him go in.
Jesus. He
Yeah.
could have been done.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if he hadn't self-arrested and had gone down hundreds of more
Broken
feet.
his legs.
Oh, yeah.
Broken his neck, died like that.
See?
Instead, he lives another day.
Hard
Just-
pass. I'm
I bet
reasonable,
he
Joe.
Now, my take was about to say, now, I'm not going ice skiing anywhere, me personally. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I probably will go ice skiing, but I wouldn't go ice skiing in Antarctica, me personally. That's just stupid. If you ain't got no source of communication, you can't communicate to nobody in no type of fashion, you're tweaking. Imagine falling in this water. It's cold. It's just like going to be the Titanic. You're going to freeze in like seconds bro.
It's right back on the skis.
So there's none of that going on in Antarctica, but we got this brief on, hey, we're getting ready to jump, and just so you know, like, here's the landing area, and everywhere else is crevasses. I'm like, oh, okay, so we should probably land in the landing area. But it was crazy. They had aircraft. They had.
And how do they know that a new crevasse isn't going to open up on the ice runway?
On the blue ice when they land the aircraft, I'm
Yeah.
assuming they do surveys.
Oh, look, as they flattened it out.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, like, that's legitimately it.
Every
Yeah.
time it says.
Yeah.
Every 22 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, it involves 22 hours
Yeah.
of grooming. Oh, so they're
Every
just
time
constantly
it
doing
lands.
it.
Yeah.
And they shut the camp down every year.
Antarctica holds 70% of the world's fresh water. Scientists warn that the melting of the West Antarctic ice sheet could raise global sea levels by more than 15 feet.
So I just had
I thought about that too. Now, if Antarctica, because all that ice is keeping the water down. So if a lot of that ice melt, that water rises. So damn near, because don't forget, Florida was underwater, New York was underwater. A lot of states was water. And I feel like they did that. My take is they made it, I don't know how they did it. They made it cold over there, made all that ice, so the water level go down. I feel like at some point in time, a lot of that ice will melt, and it's going to be 2012. You're going to do homework on 2012 movie.
a dinner with Mike and his son Tim in Salt Lake a few weeks ago. And then they're getting ready to head back out there, I think, in January. And they'll stay out for the season. That's probably the aircraft that we jumped out of Twin
So why do they shut it down every year?
The winter is just super gnarly, and it's the dark season. So instead of the sun never really going down, the sun never really goes up. So it's shitty to have people out there. So that's White Desert. That's a different place, but it's I believe that's on the other side of Antarctica. But similar concept.
The people that are there all the time, they must be weird.
I think it's a special kind of person that wants to make that their occupation.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, you think?
But the jump there was wild. I mean,
bet.
I was
Looks
wearing
incredible.
I had a duffel bag, I'm not joking you, the size of this fucking table. Because I had never jumped in Antarctica, so I'm Googling, like, what's your normal temperature? I had done that wingsuit jump up in Davis, where it was very cold at exit, but 100 degrees on the ground, because it was Northern California in the summertime.
Due to the extreme and isolating conditions, many explorers and scientists have perished in Antarctica, with hundreds of corpses believed to be buried within the ice, never to be retrieved.
So I took this duffel bag, and I on our first jump, I put on just about everything in that bag, and I think I might have been the closest to a heat casualty that I've ever been in my fucking life.
Really?
That's it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, man. Say, like, comment, subscribe. Say, I ain't mean to switch up the video style, but say the podcast is taking me over right now. I'm not gonna lie. But say we're gonna get into the police chases. We're gonna get into some of that good stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna upload those first though. So catch y'all next one, man. Say.